You're the best mod ever.
Alright, so yeah, sorry about that. Just a quick recap on what got said. Thanks for watching Planet Side stream, and go donate if you guys want to. It'd be great, because, Mercy Corps, Nepal, all that fun stuff.
Alright. A little bit of change up. We are no longer doing the bracket like we said, where it's now double elimination. We have a losers bracket. Yeah. Yeah. We're having a losers bracket, a winners bracket. Makes it a little longer since we only have 4 teams this year. Hope y'all stay with us the whole night. If it runs into tomorrow, which we're completely trying not to do, we can't stream it tomorrow due to technical difficulties, as in I won't be here.
So if we stream, it'll actually only just be a spectate, not a shoutcast as well. So if y'all care to watch it, we'll still be here, but we won't be here. But y'all still get to watch if y'all want.
Yeah. I'm sure Todd could stream it very easily. It might not be a organized stream like this and like fancy or whatever, but it will be streamed. It will be on Twitch, and if you want to watch it later, then it's going to be recorded. We have it set to where it'll save it. So I think both of our teams are ready. It's time to start corralling the troops. Let's go ahead and start making this. I'm going to switch to the screen. That way y'all can see what we're doing. Alright.
We need to check. No, not tournament code. Just normal. It's just custom normal. No, custom.
My bad. I'm being retarded.
You're good.
Great game.
As long as they haven't created one yet, we're assuming that they have not.
We do. That they have not.
Chunk in a random password so that we don't have random
Alright.
tracking?
They're going to have to type that every time.
No. Once you invite them, you don't.
Alright, guys. What's your summoner name?
Oh, you've got him.
Just add in.
Oh, someone you don't know.
Where's that?
Invite Twisted Faith over there. You might not have him.
Are you in the Law Tech?
Yep, there he is. He's there.
Where?
Work your way down. Right there.
Alright. I know his name. I know his name.
Jump in Yingsai. I
No.
know I see him and Twisted Faith.
I know, but I want to add them and then the other team.
It doesn't matter. Here you go. Here's your list. Nova Worm.
Worm to add Nova Worm. Nova Worm, that's it.
Wait, I thought Nova Worm actually left. Oh,
That's Nova Worm.
I know.
Hey. Alright, Nova Worm. God damn it. I don't have any way to add you.
Invite. Watch.
Type in his name, I guess.
Right. We're gonna add in Twisted Faith as well. Just getting him in. Get as many people as we
Wait,
can.
hold up. You know what, Josh? You're not allowed to play anymore.
No, leave him alone.
Alright. Somewhere. Donovan, what? I know Donovan.
Yeah, you're Yingsai.
Everybody on this team on a friends list, so you should probably give me
I'll give you invite power. Let me get the rest of them done, and I will give you invite power, Josh. Yingsai. Don't. You just lost invite powers.
Oh yeah. Who has it? Josh, give me the invite set, quick.
I can't give you invites when you're over there.
Okay, we'll get everybody else in the match then. Don't worry about it.
Give me invite.
That's one way to do it. You have it.
Thank you. All right, Donovan, are you in?
No, he's not. He's got an invite though.
You're in now?
We're missing one
You're in?
person. 2 people. 5 down in Dark Symphony. Drop down to spectate. There's Dark Symphony.
Okay, everybody make sure you're on the right side.
Love you, Donovan.
Alright, just bear with us guys as we get set up. Now these are the new set of teams.
We have Bob and Sucks.
That's right, Bob and Sucks. Now, do we know which team is which?
I believe Noble Worm is on Sucks, and Twisted Faith will be our leader for Bob.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see. Let's wait and make sure we have everything set up here.
Everybody, get back to Get back to your computer, damn it. Get back to your computer. What do you want? For what? Oh, sides? Do y'all want to? Do y'all? Oh, do y'all want to? All right, guys, we're going to flip for sides. Can I get a coin, please?
It's actually in my pocket, I do believe. I'm looking for it here. Yep, here we go.
What should I call?
All right.
Heads!
So,
All right, hey, can I get somebody? What do y'all? Which side do y'all want if y'all win? Blue? What do y'all want? Okay.
If that gets banned,
All right, we're calling in the air and let it hit the floor. You ready?
All right. Tails.
Heads.
All right.
wow, somebody's hating.
Y'all need a swap on that?
I mean, I can buy it.
No, they're right.
Oh, they're all right. I just want to look at the monitor.
Well, what you see?
Team Sucks won the toss, and they would like to start in the blue corner.
So does that mean we're gonna have a switch around, or is everybody already set up?
Why can't you put the Twitch feed on the big screen?
Huh?
How come you can't put the Twitch feed on?
Thank you, Carter. I appreciate it.
The thing is when we have the stream with all like our stuff on over here, we drop frames over like US. We're not actually seeing the stream. We just have chat.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you want to look at the chat,
So yeah, just in case anybody's actually wondering, just for the randomness of it, to answer Jordan's very stupid question, we do this for fun.
Very good.
Is there any other reason to do it? We're all playing League of Legends, for Christ's sake.
What?
No, one of our glorious viewers talked about how we're doing so much effort for so little viewers. Well, man, it's for fun, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm doing it just because I want to. I mean, it's hard to pull like. No one can see how much stuff is down here, but there's a lot of tech stuff down here, a geek out stuff. It basically looks like I'm having a big dick contest with myself. And I had to carry all of my stuff down here, one flight of stairs, no big deal, but it is worth it in the end.
Yep.
Quick question, who's, you? You are? Wow, that worked out well. Guys, I believe we're about to start the game and get pick bands going, so sit back and get ready. Alright, go. Good. Go ahead. Wow, that actually worked for once. Hey, Todd, could you scoot over for me?
Yeah, of course.
That way we're just kind of even in the camera. Alright, now, the loser of this match goes on to face against TSL. So, that's going to be a thing.
And our
Oh, wow, Sona
man,
off the back.
well, there was a lot of Sona play. The Sona didn't actually do a whole bunch in that last game, but Sona's actually very strong. You know, she does have the potential to cause some problems. And
I said Juani, too. I did just hear from Team BoB that Sona was one of their players. Heard a little bit of anguish from that side when she got banned.
yeah, I do believe that the Mad Hattress does play a lot of Sona.
We just had a guy nerd rage over the fact that Hecarim just got banned, so...
Well, Hecarim needs to be a ban anyway, and the same reason for Sejuani. Hecarim is super strong top lane. Have you seen a teleporting home guard pony?
Yes, I have.
It's a telepony. I'm not even joking. I'm not gonna lie.
Have
I'm
you
like locking that word.
Is that
in.
like season 4 of MLP? Because I haven't gotten that far yet, damn it.
I'm
Jinx. You know what? I'll accept that because if anybody was watching the Riot stream earlier, Jinx went the hell off.
Yes, Jinx is very high caliber right now. She's a very strong hyper carry, easily competing with Vayne in so many different areas.
Especially because she has her reach after a while with her bazooka. It just gets to the point where it's kind of dumb.
Danker Bombnate, to answer your question, DFG actually took the first game, and we are shifting to a double elimination bracket in case you didn't know. So the loser of this game will play Team Scrublords in an elimination match, and the winner of this one will move on to battle DFG for the top seed in the winners bracket.
If you want to go watch the end of the match, though, as exciting as it was, it is going to be on the Twitch. We are doing a separate stream for each game now, so you can go back and watch every game individually instead of it being one big stream.
Yes. So that's going to make everybody's life a lot easier. Now, Twisted Faith, though, he's very strong on Twisted Fate, as per his name. But I see him hovering over the poppy.
Speakers so we can actually hear what you guys are talking about.
Was there a way to do that?
Yes, I can pipe it through the TV speakers. That work?
That would be better than this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that right now.
All right. Well, just give us just a moment, guys. You might you probably won't stream won't drop, but you might get a little bit of a graphical error. We're making a change to our sound systems, and we have a Nasus locked in by Twisted Fate. He's a very, very strong Nasus player. So he was one of our guys commentating last time by, so we'll have to see how that works out.
We have a guest commentator.
I unfortunately cannot see what's being locked in, but we actually have Elephant Guy from the previous game on. Who are you playing?
I was playing Corky.
Yes, the Corky, the mid lane Corky that actually went off, coming in and commentating with us. Thanks for joining us. And he's actually one of our officers of our club, just in case I haven't mentioned it. I'm actually the vice president of the club. Jay is our.
I'd like to thank the headphone users for tuning into this channel, because I think I just killed them all.
Is it?
Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, and just to answer any questions from the crowd, and that's why we're not fucking listening to us, okay?
Get back over here.
Alright, I think I have to leave again. They want my commentary in the crowd.
Well, that's if that's what it happens to be, and that's what it happens to be. Sorry,
Yeah.
we can't get the sound over there for you guys. But.
Yeah, I know. We were trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, sorry about that, Carter. We highly, highly apologize for that. We missed a few pick bans going on.
Oh, hey, big fan. I should cover that. So the new jungle is looking obviously to shut down the Amumu, which they assume is going to be jungle. The Mummy could actually be mid lane though, because I have seen one of their players play Amumu mid lane to great effect with a Tiamat build. He actually does AoE Magic Shred, which stacked with a Nasus ultimate, maybe a Lux support, could actually do a lot of damage. However, he also could just be jungle.
That would be an interesting concept to see that come down, and with Diana coming in.
If the Diana's mid lane, then or if the Diana's jungle, then it could definitely be mid lane. But I think it's probably not that.
Yeah, that's very true. Along with the fact that I have seen Mad Hatchers play Diana before. She does mainly play Diana mid, but I have seen her play jungle.
Well, with the way that their picks are set up, with Wadarara in the middle of their picks, it makes me think that he's definitely not the mid laner, because you usually want your mid laner to be last pick, especially at this level where you don't actually have all the champions to trade.
That's very true.
So I assume it's going to be a jungle Amumu. I'm waiting on their summoner spells to change though, to really clue us in.
That's going to be super important to see what they do, because Amumu is currently running Revive Clarity. I'm not up to date on some of my summoner
Use
spell changes.
Sad Robot. Vancouver's better.
So we have a Cleanse Clarity Amumu at the
There's
present.
no way that's sticking. There's no, if that is sticking, that's great. Change your summoner spells.
A little bit of
Okay.
a little bit of assistance from our commentators, making
said they
sure
were
everybody
changed.
knows what's going on.
He said they were changed. Hopefully he's changed them and we don't need a remake or something. The blue side team has picked a heavy late game team, and I think they're gonna take it down to a sort of a coin flip. Usually whenever I see a Ziggs, it means that the game is going to go to a we want to stall until late game, and either team can win by a minor fuck up. So that's something which could be happening here.
We'll have to wait and see how this goes.
Yeah.
No, and there's the summoner spell change actually right before the match started.
It is an Amumu jungle.
Amumu has went to jungle.
So yeah, Nunu's definitely gonna try to shut that down. I think the Nunu is a better jungler than the Amumu in this game to begin with. So we'll see how sad the Mummy becomes this game.
And Nunu essentially has a 2-smite mechanic going on with the consume plus smite. So they're gonna have a lot better.
And then they have a Callista too. That has even more objective control with her rent.
Exactly.
They might try a 20-minute Baron.
I could see it.
I honestly could see a
happen.
20-minute Baron this game.
Especially with Sion. Sion's a very tanky champion. It could easily happen. So we'll just have to see how it works.
Yeah, we'll
out.
have to see how it works out. But I would call a 20-minute Baron if they don't get too far behind, because Ziggs can keep the lanes pressured while they're sneaking something like a Baron really well. So that could be a crazy call there to try to push them ahead.
So-
Of course, a Nasus Sivir, a Mumu combo, plus a Diana. If the Nunu and the Thresh and the Scion can't peel for their backline, they just lose.
That's very true. Now, when you see such a high objective control on the Nunu Consume plus a Smite and the Callista Rend, with so much control in neutral objectives and Dragon and Baron, how do you see the purple team or red side being able to answer in that with only having...
How are they going to answer? They don't have to answer. They have to take turrets and team fight. Actually, they have a better team fighting team. They might just fight them. There's a chance they just fight them. If someone can get onto the Callista, the fight's basically done. If they're a Mumu, if they're Nasus, or if they're Lux, or if they're Diana, they have 4 champions with CC, which could potentially get the Callista, and the Callista doesn't have something like a Morgana to give her a spell shield and make it all better. She's gonna have to have incredibly good positioning, lest she just dies and does nothing.
And that's true, and when you kind of look at the matchups and everything, you see what is essentially almost a dive-heavy team because you have so much burst into potential on the side of our blue team, but then when you see our red team, they have a lot of tanky initiation versus burst initiation.
Yeah, it'll be a thing to watch, that's for sure.
We'll just have to kind of see how it turns out because Amumu and Nasus do easily have a lot of control. So if that Scion comes charging in with his ultimate, they're going to instantly lock him down. He's going to get shut down.
He might get locked down, but the thing is, if you're wasting abilities on the Scion, especially if you're wasting like a Lux Q, that opens you up to something like Callista coming up and being able to hit you with no range CC,
Or
or
as soon as somebody loses who has a death
shit,
stop.
even a Thresh getting a hook off because of that, because you're no longer using your summoner spells to zone them away.
Yeah.
Or not your summoner spells, using your normal spells to zone them away.
That's very
pretty-
true. So we'll have to.
It'll be a good match, I'm sure. Both teams have unique strengths and weaknesses, and I think the late game, actually, while one team does have a Callista, I think it goes to the other team because they have a Nasus. They have a Nasus Sivir combo. That's gonna... and a Mummy.
That's very true. Now we're actually going to be loading into the game. We just made our 3-minute delay. So,
3-minute delay will be...
So we'll have to see how this turns out. And now, help clarify with me, my other commentator, on which team is which. Our red side.
All right,
Which is Bob and which is Sucks.
all right. BoB is the team with Twisted Fate.
Okay,
Twisted
yeah.
Fate.
That's what I thought.
So we're gonna call captains here. Twisted Faith is the team captain for BoB,
And Yingse?
and we're gonna call out Nova Worm. Nova Worm is the team captain for Sucks.
Nova Worm, the guy we couldn't get to show up for last match.
Yeah, well, you know what? When your RJ45 port don't work, your RJ45 port don't work.
You're right.
Minor technical difficulties.
I like this Amumu skin, to be honest. It's a classic.
Now, when did that? Was that one of the?
That was in one of the Olympics. It was held at one of the Winter Olympics. It was held in Vancouver. They released a skin set with it, and Vancouver Amumu was one of them. Yeah.
Nice. I must have missed out on that
Yeah,
one.
it was back when they used to change the map to be snowy and fally, and it was at a better time.
That was a very much.
That
better
sounds
time.
amazing. I don't believe I was playing yet to get to experience that. I don't think I jumped in until season 3.
Yeah, I got to experience it in the middle and the tail end of season 2. We had the snowy map was beautiful. I don't know why they discontinued it. I think it was buggy or something.
I missed the snow map. It was
Well, I
actually
mean,
really
I'm
cool.
sure Riot, when they're updating the game client, every update comes with its own set of problems, and removing
Yeah.
that's just one problem.
Yeah.
And here we go, guys.
Oh, we need to change the headers.
We are working on that. We're gonna get that switched up now. So just bear with us. Our Team 2 team is locked in
That's
as
Bob.
And
Is there a reason that some...
there's a switch for you guys.
Oh, they don't appear for the first 15 seconds. That's trippy as fuck.
Yeah, the first few seconds they don't actually appear.
Yeah, that's really trippy. I'm not used to seeing that from this side. I never am just automatically in a game. No, I never spectate until like 5 minutes because I'm like, nothing's gonna happen until then.
And Team
But of course,
Sucks.
there's obviously going to be probably an invade this game.
Well, we
And-
hope it's more exciting than last game.
Last game there was excitement last game. There were 2 flashes burned before 150.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
know. You were playing in it.
but the
burned
problem
both of
is
them.
after about 15 minutes of that game, the game was kind of leaning towards.
15 minutes, I would say 7, but that's okay.
Well, you know what? while we're waiting for this game to kind of speed up, any comment on the strategy from last game? Elephant?
Which strategy?
Whatever strategy that was.
Oh, well, we showed up with our game, and then we played it.
Fair enough, and we just had a little bit of a counter of a mumu.
Yeah,
That is not a
yeah.
mumu.
The NASA spotted out the Nunu attempted invade. And did the Nunu actually start Ice Ball?
I think he did.
No, he would be using it right now. Okay, he's just getting a ward on the red buff.
Okay.
Just getting a early ward on the red buff. The Nunu actually started Hunter's Machete ward.
We actually had an attempted a counter invade by the red side team BoB, but yeah, Thresh and Callista were easily in position to deal with that. So what looks like to be what's going to be standard starts this game.
Standard starts somehow. I think Sucks should have made that a more of a sticking issue on getting the Mummy's blue buff. They could have warded their own and then gone for the Mummy's blue buff, and then had pressure on a side of the map which matters a shit ton more than the Scion Nasus lane, where having a jungle pressure up there really means nothing. Because even if Mummy ganks at level 3 on the Scion Nasus lane, there's probably not going to be a kill there. Both of those champions are too tanky. The Ziggs Diana lane is going to start getting rough for Diana pretty soon, I think. She's going to have to play passive until level 6. It's going to be similar to what we saw last game in mid lane, I imagine.
I was just about to mention that. It seems like it's going to be easily a repeat.
A lot of Dianas this tournament.
Yeah,
weird.
Well, there was a lot of. She was showing up a lot in the Riot tournaments.
Was she?
Yes, she was.
Okay. Oh shit! Yingse made for an attempted jungle invade, and then it is shut down by the Diana.
By the Diana.
They had no wards on that. She just predicted it. That is insane.
Flashing Knight burned by Diana, but completely
totally worth it
to take down the Nunu.
Entirely worth it. The Mummy now gets. He might not get his red buff, but he gets no jungle pressure for the entire time the Nunu's dead.
We'll say this though, guys. Sorry to jump in, but chat, no links and no advertisements. Just want to remind you guys, you will be banned, and there will be no remorse. But go ahead, guys.
Okay. So, what do you think of the Scion Nasus lane? I think it's obviously in Nasus's favor.
Yeah, you know, Nasus easily has his Spirit of Fire. It's going to drop the armor.
That's not even the issue. Scion's not going to have any pressure on Nasus, and Nasus is going to get the farm.
And that's what I'm getting at. You know, anytime that the Scion's going to attempt to do anything, then he's just going to Spirit of Fire Q stack.
Yeah.
And he's just going to be able to drop the Scion's health so much.
Nothing's going to happen there.
Response.
The harass lane coming out of their bot lane though does seem to be something which is strong. Actually, I think we're wrong. Look at this. Look at this Scion giving Nasus what for? But Nasus started Flask. It'll be fine in the end. He just needs to not get hit by the Qs.
That's very true.
Actually, yeah, he basically just needs not to get hit by that. That was free.
The reordering. Looks like we're having a little bit more of a trade going on top of the
Where is the... Oh, Jesus. No, I can't use that mouse. That's not a mouse.
It's not a mouse. It is not a mouse. The mouse is not a mouse.
The mouse is actually a trackball.
That's weird.
It is.
It's nice, but it's weird.
It's pretty...
I think the First Blood sort of secured Diana's lane phase against the Ziggs. I'll be surprised if she has too much more trouble. That's not right.
Which one's wrong?
Most of them. The Callista needs to be the bottom pick.
Callista before.
Go ahead. I don't know their pictures on.
Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties.
my
We're
bad.
trying to organize some stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So this should make y'all's lives a little bit easier. We're organizing the
gank top lane is finally coming out. And as expected, it does very little, though it does force a Scion recall, I imagine. He does have extra pots, though, if he does want to stay. No, he's going to stay.
Whoa!
Scion.
Did that Thresh landed? No, it did not.
Scions did start Cloth 5, so...
Yeah, he started Cloth 5.
Looks like that's
He can stay up there a little while longer. Mummy might... Mummy's not going to revisit that lane. Who am I kidding? Level 6 will be hit soon by the mid laners, and I do want to see what happens then. One of them might try to go ham. No, they're not gonna. They're probably not gonna try to go ham. I lied.
We got a
Diana's
Mumu
too
coming
low,
in
but
for-
that is a gank. That is a gank. Can we see mid lane right now? Okay, no. Nothing appears to come of it. Ziggs now has his ult for wave clear if they get too much pressure on one lane, but I don't think they're gonna have that occur with the current lanes. Oh,
grab
the
coming
Nunu
in.
gank bot lane, and they're gonna secure a kill on Lux there. That is very large. They might go for a dragon off. They're gonna go for a dragon off of that.
There's the
They're
pings
definitely going to
coming
go for a
out.
dragon off of that. If Thresh can figure out that he's supposed to go over there. Yeah, Thresh got it. He's got it figured out. I think they're going to secure this dragon. Oh, but Diana gets a kill in the mid lane meanwhile.
Actually, a
And
double
they traded
kill.
kills. That is the level 6 I was talking about that might have catastrophic effects on the game. Though, as it is, Diana sort of lost the trade as her lane got shoved in and is getting down XP. But her team,
Can you try out top real quick? I believe there's a fight going on there.
they do pick out the dragon.
So Dragon picked up by Team Sucks right early off
Yes.
the bat.
This is to be expected though. They're probably gonna get dragons until with a great gank, they're definitely gonna get dragons.
That's very
And with a Nunu, whenever you have a Nunu, if one person goes down, it's not like other junglers. You're way more likely to pick up the big objective. Sion might get it. No, Sion's in.
Mumu clearing his Krug.
Yeah, the mummy's right on time for his jungle clear. It's not down any XP from where he should be. So I think the Nunu was ineffective at stopping the mummy, and I think it's gonna be a very mummy-sided game, continuing post 6. Of course, that doesn't mean Nunu can't still go and mess with the mummy, but
Sion going on the Nasus though.
No,
He's
that-
out of mana.
yeah. I'm not sure when the first top laner is gonna back here. If I were either of them, I would have already done it.
Nunu.
A Nunu shows up and procs the Nasus ultimate. That's
It's worth procking the ultimate, I guess.
yeah. It's worth getting the ultimate. That lowers the fear on other lanes, but that's just if there was a TP gank. Now Nasus doesn't have the ultimate to use. It doesn't really affect the lane that much. It's not integral. If Sion had mana for that gank, then that might have been bigger.
Now the questions we're gonna see are we gonna see the Sion teleport back to lane, considering Dragon's already down.
Sion,
There's no loss.
he doesn't need to. He can save the teleport, and look at where his bot lane is. They've been staying more so on their side than on the enemy side, with the Lux poking and occasionally hitting the minions, and the Sivir. Their lane's usually shoved in. Sion is gonna save the TP and hope for a ward down there that he can port to, and then ult directly into a Lux who no longer has a flash because of the Nunu gank. That is something which I think we might see. However, they are shoving it in right now. I think the Sivir is going to push it back.
Mumu picking up.
Mummy's a little bit low on his jungle at the moment, though. But it's not going to affect him. Yeah, see, Sivir already pushed it back. If they had a little bit more coordination, Thresh would have thrown a ward into the side bush then, and Sion would be waiting to just TP. Like, look at how free that Lux is right now. She's level 4, she's a lower level but from the gank, and with a Sion there, that would tilt the game massively. The only issue being Nasus might get the turret, but Sion's been pressuring Nasus fairly well, so he's not going to get the turret the first time. He's going to get a little bit of free farm, but getting the Callisto rolling, honestly, is more important than denying the Nasus. One being an 80 carry and one not.
Very much so. Nunu showing his face in the bot lane, but nothing really happening over there. Wards in place, so the Lux and Sivir easily backed away. Top lane is still being the tank of legends, and
Yep,
top
lane is still a wet noodle fight. One has a Frozen Heart already, though, because of his, I assume, CS advantage. I don't know what else would have given him that Frozen Heart.
he has only 11 CS, actually 12 CS up now on the Nasus.
Yeah, but he has Frozen Heart completed, and Sion doesn't. That might start showing in the lane trades, though I don't think it will. They're at effectively about the same strength right now.
It's all just going to really kind
Cyan is trying to shove in. That might be to try to set up for a TP play because the farther in the lane is shoved, the less bad side effects you get for TPing out of the lane. And even then, he can TP whenever he wants. Nasus has no way of stopping it. So
That's very true.
We'll see. But can we check Nasus' stacks right now? Actually,
he's at 180 plus.
180 plus.
The graphics a little off. 189 actually. And
that
he's
is
constantly
a pretty nice number. Yeah,
he is very.
He'll be scary by 30 minutes. He's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with by then.
Yes, I do know. I've talked with Twisted Face personally, and he makes it a goal to make 450 stacks by the 20-minute mark.
That's an ambitious goal for this game, and I don't think he's going to be able to make it, but maybe in better games.
Even if he comes anywhere close to it, that Nasus will be a force to reckon with.
He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, regardless. I think, and with his ghost and a W on the AD carry, an attack speed reliant AD carry that has yet to build attack speed. If we see a fight break out, that might be what decides the fight. Is the fact that Callista is only doing damage with her abilities and like very few autos. No, I don't think we're going to see a fight break out. Both teams seem content to farm it up and play their own game.
And just in the time that we've been watching him, he's broke at least 210 now. So we'll have to revisit that in a little while and see how that turns out.
Can we visit the bot lane now? Actually,
let's see our bottom lane. Let's see what's
bot lane. Yeah, they're having. Yeah, there's a 40 CS difference between Callista and Sivir because of the differences in lanes. So with the Thresh, you have more of a kill lane, and with a Lux support, you have a harass lane. And it's the standard sort of the kill tank never does well against the harass lane. But that is a larger difference manifesting itself than I would expect to see.
And we have Nunu looking for a gank in mid. Diana was super low.
Did Diana get chunked out by the Ziggs ultimate? Does Ziggs have ultimate?
No, Ziggs does not have ultimate.
Ulted, which is definitely what shoved her out. And Nunu is now starting to push his will upon the enemy jungler, finally.
Yeah,
finally. And he is currently a level above, though Mummy is very close to leveling up too. So he's not actually that far ahead. I don't think the Mummy can contest this. Unless, of course, the Nasus comes and they just
and there it is.
Nunu's probably just dead here.
Nunu is slow.
I don't think he can get out of that.
Oh, this might be really bad. Absolute zero.
He didn't need to flash out of that at all. He needed the ultimate, but he was out of mana. He's still gonna wind up dying though. They don't have any slows for that.
And there
now the Scion might be able to kill one of them, but he doesn't have the balls, and they do a lot of magic damage when he builds a Frozen Heart. Yeah, he has to get out of there.
All in all, a good trade up top, getting the kill for Team BoB.
Yeah, Lux appears to be trying to recall. Not sure what that is. Also, the Callista's wasting her little ghosts, her sentinels. She just threw them to check and see if Lux was recalling. But if you throw those around your jungle or the dragon area, you have a significant amount of control over there, and you don't waste a 40-second cooldown because it's more persistent. I don't agree with her using her sentinels to check and see if Lux is recalling. Though their bot lane did just back. That's probably because of the dragon that came up, and they're going to go try to contest it, I assume.
And we just actually had a death in mid lane.
I assume they're going to try to contest it. Three members of Team BoB just recalled, and only one member of Team Sucks is recalled here. And I think it's going to manifest itself in a dragon fight, which Team BoB will have an advantage on because of their closer back. Yeah, they're chasing him out of there, and they're gonna clear out that vision. Oh, that was painful to watch. That was painful to watch. It's probably a mouse slip. He won't do that again, I'm sure. And Diana does a lot of damage to these squishy bot laners.
And the Lux ultimate helping to pick that up.
Thresh had never backed in this game up until then. This is his first back at 1,600 gold. That's why he got gibbed so quickly. He didn't have any items built. And him getting picked is going to, I assume, just give this dragon over. Unless Team Sucks has a very good way of contesting it. And I mean, Nunu Nunu doesn't have flash. Never mind. Nunu can't really contest this. This dragon should go down definitively to red team, and it does. And now the Nunu is dead because he tried to contest in the first place.
Nunu paid for
Diana seemed to go a little bit too ham though, but that is entirely worth it for Team BoB. Team BoB is starting to run away with this game. They have
a better late game team. Their Diana does sort of outscale Ziggs, however Ziggs can delay the game. Nasus outscales Scion, and the Sivir with the Nasus and the Mummy. This game's gonna start getting very one-sided very soon, I think.
Very hard.
Too bad Nova Worm couldn't pick up that kill on Mummy. He could really use the income.
That Ziggs was a very gutsy move trying to tower dodge from that kill though.
He saw the bot lane. He knew Diana was dead, and he saw Nasus top lane. That was the move he was supposed to make there. Now this right here, you see what he's doing now? That is a gutsy move. He is staying and shoving in the mid lane even harder when he is not positive where the bot lane is, though he does have a lot of wards. And Diana is coming off respawn. Yeah, and he's gonna die for this. He couldn't afford to be there that long without his flash. He wasted the flash running away from Diana last fight, but Diana did not actually have to flash to get over the Dragon Ball. She just ulted.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you there. Staying in lane, even if with that amount of wards, was a stupid move.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision. He paid for it. But he does have a needlessly large rod now. He probably was trying to get the farm for that needlessly large rod. That's why he stayed.
Now, one big thing to consider though, when you look at the Diana and the Ziggs trading, you know, Ziggs
is this another dead Nunu? Go back to the Nunu. Never mind, he's fine. He has snowballs. Diana doesn't have enough ult charges to do that.
Yeah, considering the Ziggs and the Diana, though, Ziggs is up almost double CS, but there's a 2-kill difference and an assist. When you look at the gold difference, Ziggs has about 500 more gold though. That's, I mean, for that much CS, it doesn't seem like a lot of a gold advantage.
50 CS? He has a 50 CS advantage.
But the gold difference doesn't actually. It's
the
only
gold, yeah.
500
Well, that's because Diana's 4-2-1. Diana's been farming champions.
Exactly.
By going ham, or by the other champion just being out of position. And Ziggs is actually down a level. This is a very bad spot for the Ziggs to be. Fortunately, he's long range and he can probably farm at a distance.
We get a Q stack check on
yeah, Q stack check on the Nasus. That sounds like a good idea. Nasus is probably looking to back sometime soon. I think from the last time he's backed, he's 100 CS different. He's got to be sitting on like 4K. Can we pull up that menu again? The gold menu? I don't know how you did it.
Right here. Nasus
He's sitting on 3.1K.
And he's got 1,100 gold actually over.
And he's at 441 stack. He's gonna make it to 450 by 20 minutes.
He's about to make it.
He's gonna make it.
18 minutes,
yeah.
18-17, 450 stacks. That is an insane number.
That is a scary Nasus. Of course, he does need to back and buy his whatever the hell he wants. He can buy any item.
So fighting going down in bot lane. We'll have to see how this turns out.
Yeah, a little bit of a skirmish. I think Nunu was sparking some friction down there. Unfortunate that they didn't get anything off of it because the Mummy was currently in base.
Lux looking to recall. We got the Ziggs coming back to mid. Our wet noodle fight going on a top lane. Doesn't look like anything's happening.
No, this is everyone was setting up for recalls except for Nunu. Nothing's going to be happening right now. Well, the Nunu might get over aggressive again. He's gotten over aggressive a couple times this game, and it's cost him. And that's why the Ziggs has to farm with only bombs. He can't get an auto attack range of the lane anymore. Diana's just going to kill him.
He at least does still have that gold advantage, but we'll have to see how that turns out pretty soon.
He has a gold advantage, but that's the only advantage he has. He's down XP. He's down, like, life at the moment. Like, they shouldn't be sending Nunu top lane to try to deal with the Nasus. He's not going to do anything. They maybe should have just Ziggs ulted and hoped for the Nunu to gank somewhere. And honestly, I don't know what I would do with this if I was this Nunu. I might just run bot lane again. He's been ineffective before, but a Blood Boil on a Callista, something's bound to happen then, right? And his bot lane's behind and sort of needs the help. The harass lane in Lux has been doing a very good job of shutting them down and shutting them out of the CS.
Ziggs looking for an opportunity on the bombs in the middle, but nothing going on there.
I'm surprised he got that close to Diana there. And Amumu's actually doing the invading now, but Nasus top lane, go Nasus. Nasus top lane has started proxy farming, and Nunu ran around to try to stop him from proxy farming, and we'll see if Scion does use his ultimate for the first time this game on the Nasus, though I doubt it. Scion needs to get the fuck out of that lane. He's not effectively stopping Nasus, and they need to make plays somewhere.
And as you
If
can
a 4-man rotate to bot lane might be a great call right now.
one of the other big tricks too right now going on is Nasus does not have boots. He is still sitting
Yeah, he needs to
on,
back.
on
He
a
still
lot
needs
of
to back.
money. He has
How much money?
4.1k gold. He does not have boots. So he does not have an escape mechanic. He does not intend on leaving any fight he gets
But
in.
what's a Nunu Scion gonna do to him though? They're not gonna do anything. Nasus is gonna see him. He's gonna just laugh and ghost away. He still has ghost.
That is true. He does have Ghost, and if all else fails, he has Teleport once the Scion blows his knockup right there.
This game is going exactly the way Team Bob wants it to go right now.
I would have to agree.
They might only have a 1k advantage, but it's gonna start spiraling as soon as they get around to the team fights.
I'm not sure it's going to be when a team fight happens versus as much as when a Nasus happens.
Well, I mean, that's when the Nasus is gonna happen. He can't really. I mean, he might fight the entire team by himself, right?
I do believe
But
he
I
could
would
do
still
it.
count that as a team fight.
Yeah,
I
I
do-
have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, Nasus does look like he's 3 people right now. You know,
3 people might be a bit much.
Are they going
He's
for
maybe
Dragon down
3
there in
tanks or 1 person and a carry. They should be going. Yeah, Dragon is respawn. We didn't really watch that. If they could coordinate better, they would just say, all right, give them Dragon, let's get Baron. Because their team is definitely capable of doing the Baron right now.
very much so. We got a lot of war
But they're not going to do that. I think it's going to be a game to see who TPs first, because if the Scion TPs, there it is.
That mummy
There's
is
gonna be
going. Oh,
two
wait,
TPs
hold
that
on.
push the fat mummy.
A lot of ultimates being blown. A lot of damage
That
going down.
is- Things are going crazy. Nasus is now manifesting himself. The mummy, which I said would outscale the Nunu, has shown why he outscales the Nunu.
Scion looking
with
for
this
their
fight.
back line.
Scion's dead. He's tanky, but it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe
Nunu
it was Nunu
doesn't.
coming in.
What? No, they need to peel the Nasus off the Callista. That's a third of her health gone in 1Q, and that's an eighth of the Nunu's health with 1Q. They can't do anything. They can't do. This game is. I would be surprised. It would take some major throwing for Team Bob to no longer win this game.
They're only 2k down.
They can be 2k down all at once. The champion picks. The champion picks from Team Bob are just so much stronger for the way the game went. Nunu didn't manifest himself against the mummy. Scion wasn't able to do anything to the Nasus. Maybe they should have lane swapped them. Lane swapping would have been a good idea. They didn't do that. Callista just now finished the Infinity Edge build. Like that's not going to do anything to the tank line that is Nasus, and she's gonna get blown up by the Diana Lux. She's not in a good position.
All in all, in that fight, a 4-for-1 trade going in the favor of Bob and a tower.
And a dragon. Oh, no dragon.
No dragon, but they
Just
did get the tower.
Just a tower, you're right.
They've slowly started to increase that 2k lead to a 4k lead, though.
That is not...
It's not super
Not
high
slow.
yet, but
Not slow.
Not at all.
It's not a slow increase. And maybe they caught Lux here. Nope.
missed.
No, they can
that's-
still get it. They can still
That's
get
a
it.
deadlock.
Yeah, I think that's a dead Lux there. Yeah, with the
And-
Ziggs, Ziggs didn't ult last fight even. Ziggs didn't even have time to ult last fight before the Mummy Diana had blown him up.
Yes, that is true. I think this will be an easy dragon for Bob.
We got team
Yeah, Nasus is top lane. He doesn't have DP.
No,
It is an easy dragon.
no,
This is their second map.
sucks. Correct.
Team
Sucks. My
Yeah.
apologies.
And Sucks does lock down their second dragon, so we'll have to see if that comes back to help them at all.
If they can ever get a point to where they can hit the turrets, it will help them. But they're not doing anything bot lane, even though they just killed a bot laner. They're instead all in the mid.
Oh, that
area
Nunu
where
just
they
got
have a
caught.
turret. Because the Nunu's being over aggressive again. He's getting over aggressive and picked apart. So I don't think they should be fighting here, but Team Sucks
they
doesn't
are.
appear to be able to contest them. Their champion picks are just that much stronger.
There's a double kill by
And Nasus took
Sivir.
the top turret. They need to send someone. They need to put Ziggs in the Nasus lane, maybe, and send the Scion somewhere where he can have an impact. Because Scion is doing nothing in the top lane. He's not even place holding well anymore. Basically, they need to scrap whatever they're doing and try something else.
Shout out to Connor Caramel for delivering that banhammer.
All in all, something I would like to revisit that I just noticed a few minutes ago. The Nasus Q stacks, 25 minutes and has just broken 660.
Yeah, he's gonna kill shit. He's got the Trinity Force to make him move faster now on his Qs. He has a Ghost and he has a Frozen Heart. I don't think
He doesn't
there is
even
much
care
they
about
can
that
do.
Scion. The Scion might as not well even be in lane
Yeah,
at this point.
the Scion doesn't even exist.
Nasus just
The
completely
Scion
ignored.
needs to go do something else. They need to send Ziggs up there. Scion could maybe fight the Diana. Maybe. And the Ziggs definitely can't fight the Diana. They should be doing everything they can to change what's happening right now. And they are just... They're delaying. I don't think they know what to do.
All in all, Twisted Faith just completely ignoring the Scion and just Q farming more and more, almost breaking 700.
Yeah, I think if the Scion ever gets pushed too far away from his turret, or if he ever just stays in lane too long, we might see Nasus solo kill him with the way this game's going. Because Nasus can definitely solo kill him right now, but it depends what happens.
Looks like we might have a fight going around the
Yeah,
blue
we
buff.
have a little bit of a fight over the blue buff, and I think this is gonna go. While they're fighting over the blue buff, Team BoB took the bot lane turret, however, and that is a definite negative. Also, there's a thunderstorm going on side right now.
Yeah, guys, I don't think this will happen, but I want to go ahead and say it. If we do lose power, I'm sorry, but that is a possibility. And we will update on the chat if that does happen, if the stream goes down. So just be expecting it. The chances are very low, but it might happen.
Everyone in BoB is now stronger than their counterpart. Literally every champion is stronger than their counterpart. One good thing that the Nunu did do, though, is pick up an Aegis while the other team does not have an Aegis. The other team needs an Aegis less, but Team Sucks definitely needs an Aegis against the Mummy, Diana, Lux, Nasus. Nasus does do AoE magic damage. Oh, and there's an engage. But Nasus has TP. I can expect a TP or maybe just a ghost down from him, unless his team's actually calling out that they're fine right now. But that Mummy does not look fine to me. Oh, he failed his flash. That's bad. But now here comes the Nasus TP. They called out they were fine, but they had room to change their mind.
Sonya's by Diana.
Sivers doing uncontested damage from the backline. They have no one on her. Oh wait, no, Science finally got onto her. Lux is doing a decent job healing though. And Diana wrecked through the other back. Diana Nasus wrecked through the other back line. This is looking incredibly grim. That Team Sucks. Maybe in fact Team Sucks sucks.
That was a 4-for-0 going in the favor of Team BoB, and they've now expanded their gold lead up to 9,000.
Yes, this game is looking to be as decisive as the last one. As soon as the Nunu invaded the red and the mid laner roamed, because the Nunu had no health pots, he was not at a health level that was safe with taking that red buff. Because he started the ward. That's a bit crazy, actually. That starting the ward could actually backfire on him. And it's also crazy that Diana was able to call that blind. And I think from there the game has just been grim for Sucks.
Well, now that we've waited a while, that gold lead has just increased.
Yes, the gold lead has just increased 10k. This game is bound to end soon. There's no way.
I do believe the game has ended. We won't say who wins.
There's still a chance someone else wins. There's still a chance Sucks wins. All they need to do is get a pick on Diana. They get a pick on the Diana, and this entire game can go the other way.
Got a lot of
But
looking around in the jungle.
we'll see what happens. They're incredibly grouped up right now, and the Mummy is looking a bit aggressive. However, Nasus does not have TP. So we're going to have to see how he gets into this next team fight, if he is even needed.
Yeah, if there's an engage, it would be a 4v5 unless the Nasus walks down, and he is not
the
showing.
Nasus doesn't seem to be walking down. He seems like he's just content split pushing his days away.
With his 800 Q stacks. 800.
800 is a bit high for 30 minutes. I agree. They needed more pressure top lane, but Nunu Scion can't really pressure much. Maybe a Scion Lee Sin could do something to him, but the Nunu Scion wasn't going to do enough to Nasus.
Nasus
Nasus has a gigantic wave top lane, and this is definitely going to be a turret unless they send someone right now. Actually, no, they can't even stop it if they send someone right now. They need to send the entire team right now to stop that.
He just 3Q'd the
Yep,
tower.
3Q'd the turret. If they keep tunnel visioning on this dragon, Nasus is just going to take their base. They can't afford to keep their entire team over there. They're going to lose an inhibitor for a dragon, a third dragon, not even a fifth dragon. This is This is incredibly not worth it for Team Sucks, and they have no way of getting away and sending someone to stop the Nasus.
And there's the engage. The turret went down by the Nasus.
Diana's zone gets the ultimate, and Amumu's just, their team appears to be winning the fight anyway. It doesn't even matter. Everything's failing at the same time. This game's over. Diana's gonna pick up the final 200 kills with the Sivir. Nunu dies to the just spawned red buff, which somehow got aggroed. And Nasus is going to go to the base. Nasus is going to end the game here.
Nasus taking a lot of damage from the towers and backing away.
No one's up, the game's over. GG, Nasus OP.
3 hitting towers. How much damage does he do to the Nexus?
I don't know, he's still getting Q-stacks in a few. Nope, now he's hitting Nexus. He decided that it should be time, and this is the game.
That is a legitimate third of the damage of the Nexus.
Yep,
Team
that's
BoB.
a third of it.
Team BoB showing a
He was
very
also 3 hitting
dominant,
turrets. I guess they have about the same amount of health.
showing a dominant performance this game.
I wonder if
taking
they'll continue it in the next game.
23-6. Well, we're also going to have to wait for that because our next matchup is actually our losers bracket.
It's our losers bracket match. I guess I get to stay on the casting desk now.
You're more than
Do I
welcome
get
to
to
stay
join the
casting
casting
if you
desk
would like.
as that Nasus from last game?
Maybe. Let's go to the damage chart.
Oh, wrong graphic. Give me a moment, guys. There we are.
Yep, let's go to the damage chart and see what exactly happens here. Damage also champions, obviously. I mean, there weren't very many team fights.
I didn't really. I was only in one team fight.
Just say TSL next match.
What's up?
Hey guys, just wanted to go ahead and say after that match, it'll be TSL and Sucks in the next match, probably about 10 minutes. So
Team Scrublord
Team Scrublord
versus Team Sucks after this
little bit of
match. There'll be a little delay on that. In the team fights, the damage level champ. I don't think Thresh was playing bot lane that game. Look at how little damage he had done to the enemy champions. And he was in a lane with 2 people in it. He wasn't in ring. He wasn't in a position. He was either not in a position or he didn't have the initiative to auto attack them ever. And that might be why we saw the Kalista get so far behind that game. It might have been because the Thresh was not providing enough lane pressure. Though it was a losing lane for the Lux, you still can hit a hook and turn the game.
Exactly. Lux just laid down too much harass, not enough going on.
Yeah,
Thresh just couldn't get a
Lux
hook in.
Sivir laid down too much harass under the turret while Kalista was just trying to farm, and they got nothing. They didn't even get a Thresh ultimate into them box. That was obviously the worst case scenario for Team Sucks. But we'll see if they can take it back against Team Scrublord. These two teams have some interesting dynamics because I'm not positive what's going to happen on the jungle. I think this jungle difference is far larger than the previous jungle difference. Maybe Yingse will be able to show himself in the game as opposed to being over-aggressive. Maybe his aggressiveness will not be matched by Team Scrublord, and he won't get picked for it.
So based off of Team BoB's actual performance, even though they did lose the game with only 6 kills.
No, Team Sucks lost.
You're right, correction. Yes, Team Sucks lost. Do you see any potential to ban any of the champions that they even
ban
used?
any of the champions? I was surprised when there wasn't a Nasus ban last game, and I think that is something we're definitely going to see this game. If I was going to call the bans that are coming out, I would say for Team Scrublord anyway, they sort of have to ban Nasus, followed by Amumu. Amumu, I think, is a comfort champion for Wadadadada, so I think they're going to ban him, ban Nasus, and we might see another ban focused at the top laner. I think that's going to be their major failing port. Otherwise, I would expect them to try to ban out 5 down, and then manifest their advantage in the bot lane, which seems to be one of their stronger points for Team Scrublord.
Well, guys, we're going to take a short break so that we can reset the stream and get the new teams going up. Like we said, next game will be the losers bracket elimination of TSL, Team Scrublords versus Team Sucks.
I thought it was a third place match, not losers bracket elimination.
No, we actually forgot. I thought we mentioned that to you. We've actually decided to make a swap up. We're going with a double elimination.
Oh, we're going with a double elimination.
Yes.
And then what's happening after that?
Well,
Is it just best of ones the entire way?
Well, it's double elimination. So what's going to happen is going across. we're going to have the next game, like I said, is the loser bracket game. And then following that will be the winner bracket game. Whoever loses out of the winner bracket game will then play the winner of TSL and Sucks. Whoever wins that will go on to play the winner team, already in a deficit of 1-0. So it's still a best 2 out of 3 in a roundabout
one
way.
team has to beat the other team twice. The other only has to beat them once. I see. That's a good way of doing it.
Now, we could easily switch it up depending on our time allotment and how much time we decide we want to spend on
I think
this.
this is a good way of handling it.
But like I said, we're
Definitely.
going to take a break. We're going to come right back so we can take this down and get the video saved. And like I said, we'll be back in just a minute with TSL and Sucks. So you guys don't go anywhere. We're actually going to host up League of Legends. Hopefully Riot Games is still playing right now, and we're going to get them posted up. So we'll see you guys back in a little while.